This is Drew with Boomer Music Company, your band and orchestra experts since 1976, and thepodcastingstore.com, the one-stop shop for all things podcasting and remote learning. This is your weekend update. Well, greetings and welcome to your weekend update. It's time to change your clocks if you haven't done it already. I know you might be groggy first thing in the morning, but the extra daylight at the end of the day is going to be pretty welcome. I know my boys love getting outside and playing in the yard. So despite the recent snow, spring is upon us. So get ready for it. We did a really cool video with Peter demonstrating the compact conga. And it is as the name sounds. It's just like a head over a frame with no body to it. And Peter gave a great demo over on the Drums West YouTube channel. So here's a clip from that video if you haven't checked that out yet.
A conga, you say? How can it be a conga? There's no body. It's just a head. Well, this is pretty cool. Check it out. So all it is a head stretched out by a frame. This is the 11-inch quinto. It also comes in 11 3/4 conga drum. So this frame, nice lightweight aluminum, fits into a snare basket really well and firmly too. I'm going to tighten it up here with the regular snare basket.
So the really killer app to that drum is it'll fit in your backpack. So you don't have to have a 30-pound drum and a stand and all that to take with it. And we've got that in stock over at the store. So if you're in the market for a conga and want to try something a little different that's pretty easy to incorporate in your drum set, check that one out. And then, exciting time of year for us, the instrument drive is happening. This is something that we're super proud to be a part of. So if you've got gently used instruments, stuff that might be in need of repair, because we do that too for the drive, bring them on by to the store. And those go to schools all throughout Colorado. It's a really, really great charity and a really, really great chance to put instruments in the hands of kids. And the Instrument Drive, Bringing Music to Life, actually released a video featuring Brooke Ferguson, who's the principal flautist for the Colorado Symphony. And she benefited from a donated instrument back when she was first learning to play. So check out the clip from that video, and I urge you, follow it to the YouTube channel and watch the whole thing.
This is Brooke Ferguson, principal flutist of the Colorado Symphony. 11 years ago, when she was in her first year with the orchestra, we called to ask if she would help with the instrument drive. Without a moment's hesitation, she said yes.
It was a very easy yes to give because I had received a donated instrument when I was in my teen years. It was a beautiful flute and it got me to where I needed to go. That made a huge difference in my life. I wanted to give children the chance that I had. Having these instruments in their hands gives them the opportunity to learn in the same way that I did, and I think it's important.
So the big takeaway lesson from that, you never know how far a simple gift like that will go. So if you are able to and have an instrument that's not being used, please bring it by the store, drop it off, tax-deductible donation, obviously, and we'll make sure that it gets where it needs to go and in the hands of a kid who would just love to be able to make music. This week on the View from the Road video, again, talking about instrument tryouts and choosing instruments, I spoke on something that happened quite frequently back when I worked at Cornet Music in New York, which is when a kid wants to play an instrument, sometimes they get kind of, I don't want to say pigeonholed, but shuffled off into playing something different. And specifically on guitar, that's what the guitar graphic is all about, that parents would come in and say, my kid wants to play guitar, give them a nylon classical. And I'm not in favor of doing that. If a kid has a passion for something, then support that passion and support them and where they're going with it. So check out a clip from that video where I kind of talk on that topic.
We would have kids that really wanted to play guitar, and their parents would be like, all right, but you got to start on this, an acoustic, classical guitar, but they just want to shred and rock out. And I always thought that go with where the passion is, go with where the interest is. Meaning, if the kid wants to shred out and be Eddie Van Halen, that's fantastic, because I've, knowing a lot of professional guitar players and folks that really take it seriously, eventually they branch out and get into all of that stuff anyway. And they're going to want to increase the depth and breadth of their experience. And who cares what the jumping off point is? I mean,
So for me, the lesson in that is as we're doing the tryout nights and your kid is deciding what instrument they want to play, support them whatever it is, because the whole goal, again, as I keep saying over and over again, is we're trying to help people love music through making music, and whatever accomplishes that goal is the way to go. And then this week's essay over at the Podcasting Store Medium page, I was talking about a tryout night that I did years ago, trying to help out kids to find that musical voice. And the difference between a skill and a talent comes up in this. Kids have just a very short amount of time to try out an instrument, and sometimes they get really discouraged by that. And I want to remind them that they may not be showing immediate talent or aptitude for it, but it's a skill that can be developed over time. And the story that came to mind when I was thinking about this was I was helping out with the trumpet station at a tryout night, and there was a girl who came up to try out, and she had been born without a left hand. And trumpet, as it turns out, if you think about it, is the only instrument that you can really play with just a right hand. So the pressure was on me to make sure that she felt confident enough to try that, to participate in band. And check out the essay over on the Medium page to see how that all turned out. I thought it was a pretty good story. So that's your weekend update. As always, thank you so much for watching. Like, share, and subscribe, and we will see you at the store.
If you enjoyed the Weekend Update, do me a favor and follow us on social media, subscribe to our YouTube channels, or visit our websites. This is Drew with Boomer Music Company and thepodcastingstore.com. Thanks for listening.